Hey YouTube, this is Common Sense back with another video, and today before I go to work, I wanted to this is a topic video. I want to talk about why I came to YouTube or and Twitter as a gamer, and you can see that in the title when it uploads. But I guess we can start from the beginning. When I was growing up, I didn't have many friends, if any, who liked video games or had a passion about video games. Um, the same thing applied to high school. None of the friends I had or associates I had in high school, they weren't really gamers at all. I had a hard time fitting into high school, and I felt like my personality was out of place and didn't really have some sort of belonging in that environment. And in the downturn, when it comes to like having relationships, in my senior year, I kind of felt my friends had kind of abandoned me in my senior year because I was really stressed out about graduating and my project and getting into college, stuff like that. But that eventually that led to like periods of loneliness, feeling out of place, not belonging, and some mild depression with college. But most of my depression with college, it was mostly like schoolwork related and actually having relationships within um the college environment, which I was having trouble with. I managed to meet a few people, but only have one or two friends that I really talk to. But initially, I've been watching YouTube videos since I guess 2007, but not consistently. Like, I only really started watching YouTube videos consistently over the last 6 years. Um, been watching a lot of mostly gaming channels. A lot of gaming channels I follow today. Some of them I've been watching for past 6 years, and I've kind of stuck close to the this gaming community, as people like to call it. Like, I was kind of looking for some side of sense of belonging or possible friendship. I don't know if that really. I'm not sure if that really exists. I'd like to think so, but that's what I was kind of looking for, somewhere to people to connect to and relate to about, and we share the same passion. We can kind of talk about this stuff and maybe play together or stuff like that. And as for me, I always kind of wanted to do this. I felt everything I was thinking about gaming and other stuff was always bottled up. Wasn't really able to talk about it. And it was really frustrating for those years because I didn't feel I really had a voice. I didn't think doing YouTube would be even realistic for me. I didn't think I'd have the time or the true desire to do that, but I'm starting to have that desire. Like, it's like growing like every day, and it felt in the past it felt really demoralizing to have this passion, but no one to really share it with, especially in where I live and people I'm around. It's just not really there, unless when I am in college, I'm able to meet with people who do love gaming as much as I do, but that's not as often as I would like. Like, I'm not really in contact with them that much. We only meet up for LAN parties and stuff like that. Every like every semester we meet up for that stuff, but that's about it. And I was initially I was afraid of getting too vested in this kind of stuff because I was honestly afraid I would like end up getting hurt or um really coming away with negative emotions afterwards, or someone would say something to me and I would take it the wrong way and it wouldn't turn out very well. And currently in my real life, I really have two friends that I communicate on a regular basis. I mean, they love gaming, but we're not able to play with each other because their PCs aren't, the hardware limitation on their PCs. They don't have PS4s. I have a PS4. They have like a Wii U. They're getting a Switch. I'm not getting either of those, so it's kind of a barrier. So we won't really be able to play together very much unless it's going to be on PC. And often right now, I'm usually active on Twitter, communicating with YouTubers and other gamers, but I'm not really sure what kind of relationship you would call that. Like, I'm afraid to jump to one end of the spectrum because I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, you see? But I kind of want it to be there, but I try not to jump there so quickly and outright believe it or say it because I don't want to disappoint myself. It's kind of a way of protecting myself. might seem kind of crazy to you guys, but that's just how I feel. And I always thought about, would opening up to people over the internet be a good thing or a bad thing? Am I taking a big huge risk by doing this, or is it relatively safe? Well, another thing I'm kind of thinking of, another problem I've run into. Excuse my words. Sorry, I'm just messing with my words up. But one problem I've run into is well, I'm not sure if it's a problem, but something I've noticed that most people I communicate are at least older than me. Very few are my age or younger. Most of the people, I mean, even I'm not really talking about the people who are like 2 years older than me, maybe 3 years, because we're still born in the 90s for the most part. But some people born in the 80s, or in the 80s, mostly the 80s babies, it's kind of hard to relate because it's from two different generations. And we're all in the same Y generation, but in terms of gaming, they started gaming like one or two generations before I did. So I feel sometimes there is a disconnect between us. Like I mentioned this in one of my past videos about the younger generation gamers versus the older generation of gamers. I mean, there's no real conflict between me and them at all, but it's just sometimes I feel left out because I'm younger, I haven't been around as long, I haven't been gaming as long, so I can't really chime in on certain conversations. And I always wonder if would that generational gap be a problem, or would there be a true disconnect, or will it feel even weird or awkward to talk to people who are usually more than 5 years older than me, 5 to 10, maybe more. But I really don't think it'll be a problem as long as there's mutual respect on both sides, and we can kind of see each other's point of view on stuff, even when there's like that generational gap. But as for me, main reason I'm here on YouTube and Trucks, I want to share my thoughts on gaming and kind of connect with others who have the same passion as me, play together, stuff like that. And this video won't be uploaded immediately. You'll see it come up in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, maybe like 1 o'clock, 1:30. That's when it'll be up. And what else? Is there anything else I have to say? Uh, no, no. Yeah, so that's basically all I have to say in this video. I might have another topic in the coming week or so, but that's all I have to say for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.